What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trevi Trev, and I just got back from the gym. Look at these gains, bro. I'm getting this working. Like by the summer, I'm gonna be at my final form. I'm gonna get all of the women. I'm gonna be on the volleyball courts. I'm gonna be walking with my shirt out. But that's not the point of the video. The video today, I wanted to make this quick video because I wanted to basically talk about what you should do as you get older and when you have to cut people off. Because currently in my personal life, I'm going through a bit of a resurgence in myself, and I'm just finding myself again. And I'm doing things that are very positive, and a lot of people are starting to take note of that. A lot of people from my past life, a lot of women I used to talk to, and a lot of people who used to be my friends, a lot of them are trying to come back into my life because they see that I'm actually doing things, I'm actually making moves, and I'm trying to become a better person. But they see that, and instead of encouraging me and encouraging themselves, they're trying to get back in my life and just be toxic influences, and basically they just want parts. And I'm gonna tell you guys how I navigate through that and how you should navigate through that if you're going through the same thing. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is your mental well-being and your physical well-being. So, you never want someone to take that piece of your mind away. You never want someone to take that mindset from you. And as I like to say personally, you never want niggas to mind control you, because when they mind control you, meaning like they psychologically manipulate you to do something, and, they try to gaslight you, they're mind controlling you, they're brainwashing you, they're trying to get you to do what they want instead of what you want and what you know is right. So I'm gonna tell you basically how to deal with these types of people, and I'm gonna use two specific examples. I'm not gonna say their names or nothing because I don't want to air them out. Even though I cut them off long ago. I'm not trying to air them out and be toxic because I'm not gonna stoop to that level. But I'm gonna use two people as an example, male and female, and basically I'm gonna tell you guys how and why I cut these types of people from my life, because you guys could possibly learn from this. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into it. So I'm gonna start with the females ones, because my fellas, you guys, if you watch this video, this is gonna be an important one for you guys, because as a younger dude, I got manipulated a lot by women, and that just comes to the territory. You chalk that up to the game. When you're inexperienced, sometimes women, they run game on you sometimes. But as you get older, as you mature, you start to try to find a woman that you like, and you kind of start to grow from that. So like, if you deal with a woman like this girl I used to talk to in college, you want to avoid this woman at all costs, because she's the type of woman that she's like a party girl. She's a fun girl. And then when you're in that sort of lifestyle of partying and being in college, you like these type of girls because they're hot. They're fast, they like to hook up with you, but you gotta low-key watch these ones, because they'll manipulate your ass, because they're super duper smart, even though they be on the thought behavior. And you gotta watch out for their little subtle manipulation, because this girl in particular, she tried to come back into my life months ago, and then I just cut her off from all social sites. I unfollowed her on everything, and I blocked her on everything. But she tried to come back into my life recently, and then I had to straight up told her, listen, I'm not interested in what you're doing anymore. We messed around a little bit in college, but I'm on to better things, and I don't want to be a part of your little toxic roller coaster. And she ain't like that, so it is what it is. But her in particular, you gotta watch women like that try to manipulate you through past relationships or through past sex or anything like that. Because this girl in particular, she always used to like to manipulate me through sex. She always used to try to manipulate me to get her food. And she was a year or two younger than me, so she always tried to get me to get these whack-ass e-cigarettes too. So, I had to stop that shit with her, because, it never really felt right with me. But, she was giving me constant, a constant Gok 3000, so I wasn't complaining. But, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch chicks like this, because, they'll bring you down slowly with their manipulative ways. And you definitely know they cheating, because, they're out here partying. They're out here sucking people up. And, her in particular, she's out there in the club, getting liquor off of men and having men spit into her mouth, the liquor into her mouth, and she drinks it and records it on camera. So you got to watch people like that. You got to cut them off at all costs. Even though they try to manipulate you, they'll try to manipulate you by trying to say, yo, let's meet in person, and then they'll try to make you go back into your old ways. So you definitely want to cut these people off. And it's going to hurt at first, because when you're constantly getting something, you don't want that to end. But these people are like poison. They'll bring you down slowly. So you want to avoid women like that. That's for my fellas. And this could be men and women. They can take this lesson. But I had another friend, he was a homie, and he was just like a gaslighter. And, you know, I think he's like a bitch ass nigga, but, you know, I don't talk to him no more, so it don't even matter. But, you know, this guy, he was just like a bitch ass nigga, excuse my language, because he always tried to make someone, like, he always tried to, like, hate on someone's dreams, and then he would copy them, and then he basically was a fake ass friend. And, you know, and he's not living too well now, and he's just very mediocre, but he was like a fake ass friend, and he always put me in situations that made me uncomfortable. And he was always like the type of dude, like, he would act strange when you get around females. He tried to act fake cool, and he tried to put down his friends around women to look cooler. And, you know, that's the lamest type of dude, because, you know, women can see through that shit. So my ladies, you know y'all can see through the bullshit when people cap. And, you know, you guys pick up on subtle things. But, you know, you want to avoid a friend like that, or fake friend like that, because they'll bring you down slowly. They'll try to manipulate your mind, and then they'll basically stop you from becoming what you want, because, you know, they're basically like crabs in a bucket. And, you know, once they get what they want out of you, they throw you to the side, or they're with you when you're up, but they're not with you when you're going through things, because they're very fake and fickle. And then they'll trade you in for a new model. Like, they'll trade you in for a new model, if you guys get that car analogy, the moment they can. But they just using you for the moment, and you always want to cut those people off, because those people, they're what I like to call like a leech. And, you know, they're going to leech onto you as long as they can suck blood. And, you know, you want to get away from these type of people, because they'll hurt you in the long run. And, you know, me specifically, this particular friend here, he basically stopped talking to me. Well, him first. Well, I was going to plan on stop talking to him anyway, but he basically stopped talking to me because, you know, he didn't get invited to something that I went to, and he felt entitled, like he was invited. And I'm like, bro, these are my friends, not your friends. So, you know, me inviting you is just off the strength of me messing with you. But, you know, I had to cut him off after that, because he got into a big argument trying to make me seem like I'm the fake friend. And I was like, nah, man. And, you know, he tried to basically come back into my life recently because he saw I'm doing good in business. And, you know, he's not doing too well, like I said, and he wants to be parts and, you know, get a job or something out of me. And it's like, nah, man, I've moved on. You know, whatever you're doing in life, I wish you the best, but I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not on that toxic timing like you. I'm going to do me and you do you. There's nothing deeper than that, but I don't really fuck with you no more. But, you know, you can't be afraid to cut people off like that, because, you know, they're going to call you all these names and slander you. But at the end of the day, without you, they can't do shit. They're just going to be on their bullshit. That's why they're hitting you up. That's why they're leeching off of you. But, you know, you got to not be afraid to cut these types of people out your life, even though it may hurt, even though they try to make you feel like the bad guy. And, you know, that's my message for today. Also, kind of focus on your health and physical well-being. And just know that these bad people, they're only in your life for seasons, and you'll always find people to replace them, and there'll always be better people down the road. You just got to have that optimism, that confidence, and you got to be able to tell a lame from a lame, you know, man, female, or whatever people are in society. You know, you got to be able to identify what they are, and you got to verify it, and then, you know, you just got to go from there and use your own judgment. But anyway, that's my video for today. I want y'all to be insightful out there. I want you guys to pay attention to these type of fake people, and don't be afraid to cut them off, because at the end of the day, it's all about your mental well-being, you know. And that's my message for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what else I should touch on. And that's my video for today.